Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is October 14, 2019. Thank you all for tuning in this morning. Today we have the S&P 500 E-mini futures trading lower by 9 points to 29.61 and 3/4 per contract. You're going to see the lows here in the futures were made right around 5:30, and then they started to ramp back up. However, they are starting to tick back down at the moment. So we'll see what we get today. Today is Columbus Day. It is also Thanksgiving in Canada, so happy Thanksgiving to all of our Canadian followers. So volume could be a little bit on the lighter side. That will help the market stay buoyant. Tomorrow we kick off earnings season, so get ready for that. We'll have lots of earnings out here starting up this week, so get ready. Lots of morning gap plays, some good action in the intraday stock chat room. Once again, if you have not done so, come on over, check out the intraday stock chat room. And we're having a great 2019. We're going to look to keep that going right into the end of the year. All right, let's get started here. Futures a little bit lower, but let's take a look at some the news out here. You have China basically saying that they want to have more talks before they sign the Phase 1 trade deal. And this is really what caused the markets to sell off a bit. So we'll see how the rest of this plays out. But in the meantime, we have stocks in the news. Not a lot of earnings today, but we do have a lot of upgrades and downgrades. Let's get started there. Xilinx is first. LXNX is the ticker symbol there. Stock is upgraded today. This is making a nice little pop right now, trading around $98.48. Closed at $96.22. So good little move there. A lot of resistance around the 100 level, so we'll keep that on the radar. Then you have 101.31, which is the 50-day moving average on a daily chart. You could see here. So again, that'll be pretty good resistance. And then after that, you go into the 103 to 105 level, more resistance above. So good little pop for Xilinx. I don't know if we're going to make more out of it than that. When I look at the intraday charts here today, we're already a little bit overbought. So we'll see how this plays out once the opening bell rings. Do not be surprised if we get a little bit of a fade there. Next up, I want to take a look at Western Digital. WDC is the ticker symbol there. Stock is trading at $59.31. Closed at $58.34. This was upgraded as well today. And again, when I look at this one, I just don't see a lot of upside in the cards here. So if you own this one, I would be trailing the stop loss. If you don't own it, leave it alone for now. Next up, we want to take a look at Nike. Nike was upgraded today, I think, at Merrill Lynch, Bank of America, Merrill Lynch. Stock is trading at $94.30. This closed at $93.88. So a little upticking, nothing much. Nike has resistance around 95.25 today, but again, we'll see what it does once the opening bell rings. These are not conviction type moves ahead of the opening bell. Let's take a look at CrowdStrike, CRWD. Looks like this was downgraded by Citigroup. Stock is trading at $56.35, closed at $60.25. So this is a little bit of a haircut here. Again, this has been a very volatile name recently, and we'll see what it does today. I don't have any great levels here at the moment for this stock, so we'll keep an eye on it. We'll see what it does once the opening bell rings. Next up, I want to take a look at Fastenal, FAST. This was a big mover last week after earnings. This thing soared and roared. Looks like it was downgraded today. Stock is trading at $35.52, and I agree with that. I think it's overbought here at this level. But again, strong stock in an uptrend, so it needs to pull back anyway, and we'll keep an eye on it in the next few days. As for today's action, I'm not seeing anything in particular, so we'll look at it once the opening bell rings. Let's take a look at TD Ameritrade, AMTD. Looks like that was downgraded today by Citigroup. Stock is trading at $34.42, closed at $35.28, so this is coming down a little bit more. I think there's going to be some intraday resistance around $33.20, so there could be a little bit of a play there. Keep that on the radar today, and we'll see how that goes. Next up, I want to take a look at BBBY, which is Bed Bath & Beyond. They got a new CEO last week. Barron's was out with a cautious view on the stock. Stock right now is trading at $12.82, closed at $12.97. So I don't see anything terrible here yet. Either way, we'll be watching Bed Bath & Beyond. I've already worked out levels for this one going forward for a swing trade, but we're not near it yet. So, again, we'll keep that on the radar. Next up, I want to take a look at the gold market. Gold futures today catching a pretty decent bid, up $7.30. They were a little higher about an hour ago. If you take a look at the GLD today, that's trading at 140.56, closed at 140.03 on Friday. So spot gold up about $7.20. to $1,496 an ounce. So gold upticking a little bit. Looks like gold miners are also, well, they were higher earlier, still holding on to a slight gain. We'll see how that plays out once the opening bell rings as well. Next up, we have crude oil in play today. That is down $1.15 to $53.56 a barrel. So oil getting hit this morning. Take a look at the USO today. That's trading at $11.19, closed at $11.42. So oil under pressure today. Gold up a little bit. Markets are a little bit on the quieter side. Earnings season begins tomorrow with JP Morgan. You're also going to have a few other financials out here as well. I believe Johnson & Johnson also reports earnings as well. So, again, get ready. It should be an interesting trading day, to say the least. Today is Columbus Day. It is also Thanksgiving, as I mentioned before, in Canada. So, again, happy Thanksgiving to all the Canadian followers here. But, again, we'll see what we get on this light volume session. With that being said, everybody, I'm going to leave it here short and sweet. I want to wish you all a great session, and we'll see you a little bit later on the charts.